Okay, so today we're diving into something that on the surface seems kind of counterintuitive.
Hmm.
Gen Z and their, like, for, I guess you could say, surprising love of physical retail stores.
Yeah.
And, you know, this whole thing is based on this Retail AI article, which was really fascinating to me, at least.
Yeah.
Um, and, you know, for anybody listening, you know, keeping up with what's driving consumers today is obviously super important if you're in business or frankly, even if you're not.
Well, yeah.
And we're diving deep into like what makes Gen Z actually get up off the couch and go into a store, you know, instead of just clicking buy now online like we all do sometimes.
Right.
So really, I guess our mission today is to figure out like what are their core expectations when they do that and what really motivates them to actually choose, you know, in-person shopping over just browsing online.
Exactly.
And that'll give all of us listening, I think, a shortcut to, you know, understanding this really important demographic.
Yeah. And one thing that really jumped out at me right away is that this isn't about Gen Z like rejecting online shopping.
Right.
It's more like they're redefining what a physical store needs to offer them,
Yeah.
to get them in the door.
Yeah.
The article really highlights that Gen Z, they don't just want to buy something, they want to like feel something.
Right.
It's about an experience. It's not just a transaction.
Yeah, so let's get into the whole experiences over transactions thing.
Yeah.
The article talks about stuff like, you know, interactive product demos, pop-up events, um, even like having these in-store like chill zones with, you know, music or art.
Yeah, like almost like a lounge.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's interesting, like they're seeing going to the store less as like, I have to do this, this is an errand, and more as like a mini adventure
Totally.
or a place to just hang out with friends.
Yeah. Make it a social thing.
And the article calls it a social playground, which I thought was a really accurate description.
Yeah, and I think it makes sense. They've grown up with like unlimited products available online 24/7.
Right.
So the physical store needs to offer them something that they can't get online,
Yeah.
Something that's multi-sensory engaging,
Mhm.
that's going to create memories and social connections.
And it can't be just like any old experience, right? They're expecting it to be like smart, you know, like just like their digital lives are.
Yeah, for sure.
We're talking about like AR mirrors, smart fitting rooms,
Ooh, I love those.
QR codes everywhere so you can get product info reviews, all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, forget about, you know, those old clunky POS systems or waiting in line forever.
Nobody wants that.
This generation is all about, you know, tap, scan, and go.
Yeah, it's got to be smooth and seamless.
And this expectation of tech-enhanced shopping, it just shows how, like, digitally fluent they really are.
Right.
They're not leaving their phones and their connected world at the door. They expect that to be part of the whole experience.
Exactly. It's about using technology to actually improve the physical experience, not just copy what they can already do online.
And here's where it gets really interesting, for me at least.
Yeah.
Like the whole authenticity and values thing.
Yeah.
Like for this generation, things like ethical sourcing, sustainability, diversity, and inclusion,
Right.
they're not just like nice to haves. They're like deal breakers.
Totally.
They're willing to actually spend more on brands that like genuinely are aligned with their values.
Yeah, it's not just about the product anymore.
Right. It's about the story behind the product.
For sure. Like who made it, how'd they make it? What are the company's values?
Right. Exactly.
And I think that's actually a bigger trend. We're seeing consumers demanding more corporate responsibility, and Gen Z's like at the forefront of that.
And then they're also all about the community vibes.
Yeah.
You know, they want that sense of belonging.
Mm-hmm.
So things like in-store workshops, collaborations, even things like, you know, music or art shows, those are all big draws.
Right. Those are big.
And the article says that like successful retail spaces foster community, not just commerce.
Yeah,
And I love that. I think that's so true.
for sure.
So for Gen Z, shopping becomes like a shared experience. It's a social thing.
Yeah. And it makes sense. That desire for community is like a basic human need.
Yeah,
And I think smart retailers are recognizing that.
totally.
It's about creating a shared identity around their brand. Like you're part of something.
Yeah, like you're part of a tribe.
Exactly.
And this generation sees online and offline as like one big connected world.
Mhm.
So they expect what the article calls omnichannel fluidity.
I love that term.
So, you know, you can browse in the store and buy online later or vice versa.
Right.
You can get real-time inventory updates on the app, you know,
Mm-hmm.
instant mobile payments.
Yeah.
It all has to be like totally seamless, no friction allowed.
Exactly. Like, it shouldn't matter if you start online or in the store.
Yeah,
The experience should be just as smooth, and the information should be consistent.
absolutely. And this one I think might be my favorite, even though it seems kind of superficial at first.
Go. What's that?
Instagrammable moments.
Oh, yeah, that's huge.
like, appearances matter.
For sure.
So we're talking eye-catching displays, cool lighting.
You know, fun, interesting mirrors.
Yeah, unique mirrors. Like, it's all basically free marketing for the store.
Right, because they're going to post about it.
Exactly. And they literally see stores as like content creation spaces.
Yeah, and even though it seems superficial at first, it makes sense because they're so social and they want to share their experiences.
Totally.
So stores that, create these visually appealing environments, they're tapping into this powerful form of like social currency, you know?
Right.
Like it's basically word of mouth marketing, but on steroids.
So to kind of sum this all up for the listeners,
Yeah,
like the big takeaway here is Gen Z is not abandoning physical retail.
right.
They're actually demanding more from it.
They want more.
They want these engaging, interactive experiences that are
Yeah.
aligned with their values, foster community,
Hmm.
integrate seamlessly with their digital lives, and let's be honest, look good on their Instagram feeds.
For sure. And they're seeking meaning,
Right.
real world tangible experiences.
So the retailers that really get this,
Yeah.
that are engaging and interactive, purpose-driven, social, shareable, and digitally connected, those are the ones that are going to win with this generation.
Totally.
And this leads me to a question for all of you listening. As we see these expectations coming from Gen Z,
Yeah.
how do you think the shopping behaviors of other generations are going to evolve in response?
That's a good question.
And what bigger changes might we see in the whole retail landscape in the years to come?
Yeah, beyond just Gen Z's influence.
Exactly. Thanks for diving deep with us today.
Thanks for having me.